Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 775, and today's topic is in the continuation of classification of antibiotics part 2. Before going to discuss the topic, let me take this opportunity to share my experience of year 2020. Today is the beginning of the new year, that is 2021, January. And I wish everybody to have a new year with new possibilities, with new opportunities, with new hope, not only changing the calendar dates and new calendar, rather than to improve ourselves and also let us be ready to bring the change in our skills. And 2020 was very painful to everybody globally, to all human race, because of coronavirus disease, and that disease is called COVID-19. Still it is continuing, and I am praying that let this protein, spike protein of coronavirus, becomes more and more weaker in 2021, so that we can get the freedom from this disease. And during this year 2020, we missed a lot. We lost some of our senior citizens, our loved ones, father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, and not only that, also we were subjected to lockdown, that is indoor, and there we were observing, one is called social distancing, other one is called physical distancing, and this is really very much disturbing that we fail to hug our loved one, to kiss loved one, and to share quality time with them, because our quality of life is not only taking breath and counting money. It is what time we are spending with our loved one, with our nearest and dearest, and we missed a lot in 2020. And it's really, my emotion is shaken, and I feel very sorry, because we are separated, families are separated, loved ones are separated, father is separated, mother is separated, sons are separated, daughters are separated, relatives, friends are separated. So it's a total separation. That part painful. And second part is economically, world is bleeding. Many of our friends, relatives, loved ones, they lost their job, livelihood, their bread, their earnings, and they are suffering. So in totality, year 2020 was very painful, was very difficult. And my prayer is that let 2021 starts, let it begins with hope, with opportunities, with new possibilities, with new skills, with new jobs, with new finance, all these things, so that slowly we can forget the pains what we got in 2020. So my good wishes to all the viewers, and don't give up, because first thing is that we are thankful to God that we are alive. Our first most important thing what we are having is our life. Once we have our life, our one pair of hand, one pair of leg, one pair of eye, they are functional, leg and hand, they are flexible. So there is hope, and once there is hope, there is everything. So in 2021, we should not be disappointed, and we should start our work. And even if we are committing mistake, doesn't matter, go on committing mistake and rectify it, correct it, because committing mistake is the process of learning. And failure, you should not be afraid of failure. you are failing 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, you should not be disappointed, you should not be discouraged, and with confidence, it will give you more confidence, more courage to rectify your failure, and failure is the process of success. So go on improving your skills, because now we are in digital age, artificial intelligence is there, 3D, that is your computer, grafting, and 3D printing. All these new skills are there, and please try to catch up these new opportunities and possibilities and assemble them one by one like computer, so that you can build your career. So thank you very much. Now I will start this antibiotics classification. In the last lecture yesterday, I discussed and I gave the 3 classification. First one was where the penicillin that nucleus where tetracyclic amide ring is fused with 2 amino acids, that is L-cysteine and L-valine, and it gave penicillin, and in place of R, if it is benzene ring is linked, that is called benzyl penicillin, or the generic name is penicillin G, which is given here. So here it is penicillin G, and the penicillin G, the other name is, that is called benzyl penicillin, and benzyl penicillin is in place of R. This benzyl group is linked to this penicillin, that's why it is called benzyl penicillin, and its generic name is, that is penicillin G. It has molecular formula C16H18N2O4S, and it has USP numbering system of penicillin. So once we are starting numbering, we are starting from heteroatom. So there are 2 heteroatoms. One is nitrogen and one is sulfur. So we are starting the numbering from nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. That is your USP numbering of penicillin. Penicillin G, that is called benzyl penicillin, is a narrow spectrum. There are 2 types of antibiotics. One is called narrow spectrum, means it is specific. It is not for all gram-positive, gram-negative bacteria, rather than for specific bacteria. That's why it is called narrow spectrum. And the one which is broad spectrum means it covers all type of bacteria. It is narrow spectrum antibiotic used to treat infection caused by susceptible bacteria. It includes pneumonia, strep throat, syphilis, and diphtheria and tetanus. So these diseases are treated with penicillin G, that is benzyl penicillin. And USP units. USP unit is that is your full form is unique selling proposition. This USP means unique selling proposition is marketing, and that in that marketing they give the unit, and that's why they mention 250 mg, 1000 mg or 500 mg like that. So that is called USP units of antibiotics. USP means unique selling proposition. USP is the one feature, benefit of a good which makes it unique from the rest of the competing brands. So this USP will tell that this is unique and it is competing with other brand of this substance or good in the market. That is the meaning of USP. And competing and in the market. The USP unit for antibiotic activity is equivalent to 0.6 milligram of penicillin G sodium. A reference standard is there. That is the reference standard of your penicillin. And 1 milligram of penicillin G sodium, 1 milligram of penicillin G sodium is equivalent to 1667, and 1 milligram of penicillin potassium is equal to 1530 unit. So, in continuation, the classification of antibiotics part 2, and in previous lecture I have already given 3 antibiotics and on the basis of change in their R, and what will be the chemical name and generic name of those penicillin antibiotics. Now here I am starting from number 4. So number 4 and R, you know, here in place of R these substituents are there, so the chemical name and generic name will be given here. So number 4 is, when your R is this grouping, then it is called alpha phenoxyphenyl penicillin, and this alpha phenoxyphenyl penicillin, its generic name is propicillin. So propicillin is the generic name and chemical name is alpha phenoxypropyl penicillin. Number 5, once the grouping of R is like this, where benzene ring is having methoxy group, and at 2 position and at 6 position of this aromatic ring there is another methoxy group, means it contains 2 methoxy group at 2 and at 6 position. So its chemical name will be 2,6-dimethoxy, 2,6-dimethoxy phenyl penicillin. So 2,6-dimethoxyphenyl penicillin, the generic name is methicillin. Then number 6, which is very common, that is called ampicillin. Here in the case of ampicillin, your aromatic ring is connected with amino group, that is NH2, and that's why it is called D-alpha aminobenzyl penicillin, and D-alpha aminobenzyl penicillin is the chemical name and its generic name is ampicillin. And ampicillin is widely used, is a very popular antibiotic, and this ampicillin I have given, I have written that formula and the structure here of ampicillin, that the grouping is with NH carbonyl and that tetra cyclic amide ring, that is where it is penicillin. Then number 7, where 2 of the aromatic rings are condensed and which contains one ethoxy group, that is C2H5O, and it is called 2-ethoxy-1-naphthyl penicillin, and its generic name is neficillin. So today I will stop with this classification, and again I am going to continue. That will be classification of antibiotics part 3, and actually this is whole antibiotic, what you are going to understand is all based on classification and their reaction mechanism, their reactivity. That is your whole chapter. So that's why I am discussing in a very simple way and in detailed way how their chemical name and generic name, their structure also where it is necessary, and structure now you can understand very well because the structure of penicillin is given, or is substituted with different functionality of group. Mostly it is aromatic ring, and that is responsible of changing its spectrum of activity, means whether it is narrow spectra or broad spectra. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.